Hi, my name is Dana Murdoch, and I'm a third-year materials science and engineering student at the University of Toronto with a passion for aerospace. But I wouldn't have the skill set that got me where I am today if it weren't for my passion for music. Today I'm going to tell you how music has been one of, if not the most influential parts of my life. So when I was just 4 years old, my parents put me into piano lessons. For 14 years of my life, I had weekly lessons. I practiced every day for over an hour, and I was part of competitions and recitals every year. Having this experience taught me so many things that I carry over into both my daily and academic life. It taught me self-discipline as I practiced and focused on my technical skills every day, and that instilled good study habits into me as well. It taught me how to be confident in high-pressure performances, which I use now in my presentation skills, and ironically, it also taught me how to teach others. So I began teaching piano 6 years ago, and I initially worked with very young students, around 4 to 8 years old. This was a lesson in patience, and I had to navigate how to communicate technical skills in an encouraging and efficient way. I now work with older students, and it still requires patience, but it also allows me to be a role model in positivity and communication. I find teaching to be one of the most rewarding jobs I've ever had because I can see the progress I make with my students while also knowing I'm impacting their lives. The teachers I had, both in and outside of music, are the reason that I've been so motivated to pursue my passions. Overall, piano taught me so many valuable lessons and opened a lot of doors for me. Alongside piano, I started playing the trumpet in grade 6, and it quickly became a passion as I started joining school bands in both elementary and middle school. This inspired me to audition for a high school called Cawthron Park, and I joined the regional arts program. As soon as I got there, I knew I was where I was meant to be. The most amazing part of it all was that although students were there for different artistic talents, the overall effect of bringing together passionate and hardworking students was a lot more than just high-quality music and art. The culture of positivity and ambition was unlike any environment I'd ever been a part of, and I got the opportunity to work with other students who were equally driven and excited to be there. Although it wasn't the easiest path, I often was at school for 8 hours or more every day due to band rehearsals, frequent performances, sports practices on top of a full day of school. As a result, I learned to manage my time very carefully because I really had no choice if I wanted to pursue engineering and also participate in all these extracurriculars. In fact, my time management is probably the skill I'm the most proud of now, and it's essential to my lifestyle now more than ever before. Some of my biggest accomplishments outside of academics were achieved at Cawthron. In particular, I completed my grade 8 trumpet exam through the Royal Conservatory of Music, and then I found out I received the highest mark in the province for that exam. This was such an achievement for me because I'd spent over a year working towards the exam, and I felt like it encompassed my self-initiative and discipline for playing the trumpet. Another key experience was that I got to perform a solo in a very difficult piece titled Carnival of Venice, with the concert band accompanying me. I had to practice this piece for over 8 months in order to perfect it, since it was more than 11 minutes long. The day of the performance was one of the most nerve-wracking days of my life, but also one of my proudest. It was also the very last day before COVID shut everything down, so for me that performance holds a lot of meaning. From the confidence it took for me to perform to how special it was that it was the last recital before live music was temporarily shut down. Most importantly, I think my experience at Cawthron taught me how important collaboration and communication are. In music and bands in particular, a lot of communication happens non-verbally, usually through musical or visual cues. And so this requires a deep level of communication within every band member in order to produce the highest quality music that we can. So I'm a very firm believer that communication is the basis to success in every aspect of life, and playing the trumpet really taught me that philosophy. I employ strong communication skills in my school courses, my team projects, piano teaching, and my design team, as well as my relationships with my friends, families, employers, and myself as well. Overall, music has been a huge part of my life that taught me essential skills that I carry over into my career, my academics, and my everyday life. So I thank you for taking the time to hear my story.